Alright, the chest. It's one of the most important muscle groups in your body, and it plays an important role when it comes to determining how good or aesthetic your physique is. After all, this is why you click the video, because you want a better looking physique. However, the thing about the chest, it's relatively a large muscle group in your body, which can be difficult to stunt growth, especially if you are working out at home and you're not using weights. That's just gonna make it more difficult, right? Well, actually, quite the opposite. You see, if you pick the right exercises which overload and target your chest efficiently, then guess what? You're gonna see impressive gains in your chest. You're gonna grow the size and the power and just look better, baby. So, without a doubt. Now, let me break the ice. It all starts with push-ups. So just doing regular push-ups alone will definitely grow your chest. Because when I started calisthenics, the first month or two, I was repping out the push-ups. And this is when I noticed that my chest size is increasing. The muscles are getting more defined and there's significant growth just by repping out push-ups. But of course, that comes with the perfect form and a good amount of volume. I've made a video about doing the perfect push-up, which can effectively target your chest. If the form is wrong, you might not see much change in your chest. So it's important to notice that the push-ups is what you should start with and trying to perfect the form. And also get as much volume as you can. But what do you do when the push-ups get easy and you feel like it's not stunting any growth in your chest? Then we move on to the other progressions. Make sure you don't skip any of these progressions, because if you do, it might be the reason why you won't see results. Alright, the archer push-ups. This is the first progression that I started doing when I wanted to see like serious strength and size in my pushing strength. And little did I know that it actually targets the chest like pretty well, right? But then I realized that it does make sense. The mechanics of this exercise are great for targeting the chest. And why, you may ask? You see, when you're doing push-ups, you're distributing your body weight on both of your arms equally, right? So 50% of your body weight's here and the other 50 is there. However, when you do the archer push-ups, you're extending one arm and you're pushing with the other arm. So you're distributing the weight more on the arm that you're pushing with. So if you're doing archer push-up and you're pushing with your right arm, there's almost 70% of your body weight on your right arm, which means you're overloading your right chest with more weight. So you're increasing the overload on your chest, which means more weight and more volume on one side of your chest. And again, that means growth. But of course, it can be challenging to do the archer push-ups, especially if you're a beginner. This is why you can do an easier progression where you do the archer push-ups on your knees, or what I like to call the side-to-side push-ups, where you distribute not more than 60% on each arm. You can start it that way until you can eventually put more weight on one arm or the other. Alright, so this is the first progression. Now what's the second progression? Well, I'll tell you what. Now it's the one-arm push-ups. Now the reason I started doing the archer push-ups was to progress to the one-arm push-ups. But this time with the one-arm push-ups, it's completely different. Now you have your whole body weight on one hand, on one side of the chest. So you're putting 100% of your body weight on your chest. That's a very high load on your chest, right? Especially if you're doing it with a high enough volume, the growth is just gonna be outstanding. You know, when it comes to the form of the one-arm push-ups, the mechanics of the one-arm push-ups, it's great for your chest because you get the full range of motion. Because in the one-arm push-ups, your arm is not to the side, it's more to the middle, right? So when your hand is in the middle and you're almost twisting your body to do the push-up, you're getting that stretch in your chest. And now, of course, the one-arm push-up can be difficult, which is why you start with the archer push-ups. And anyway, I have a full video on my channel which will help you get the one-arm push-ups in no time. I have a secret hack there in this video which can literally get you the one-arm push-up in the next few days. So I suggest you check it out. Now we mentioned two great progressions, but there's a third one which you might feel that is kind of missing. And guess what? That's the dips. Now the dips is the king of exercises when it comes to chest, or at least one of them. It's definitely one of the best exercises to get that deep stretch in your chest and a full range of motion that will target your chest very well. Most people avoid this exercise when they want to work out at home because they think they don't have dip bars. But guess what? When I started calisthenics, I didn't buy a dip bar. I didn't even go to a calisthenics park for it. I kind of hacked the furniture in my house to do the dips, and that was by getting two chairs and literally just doing dips. Or it can be on the couch as well, on the edges. However, the problem is when you're doing the dips, if you're doing the wrong form, then you're missing out on your potential chest gains. There's no excuse to not do the dips, and it's definitely one of the exercises that will grow your chest, your triceps, your front delts, man, it's crazy. Okay, so far I gave you the best progressions you can start doing right now for your chest. However, there are other variations which you can do to effectively target your chest as well. I have a video made which is called the 100 push, and it's basically a workout or more of a push day for calisthenic athletes. So I suggest you check it out and try this workout. You will definitely feel a good burn in your chest. And of course, if you want more calisthenic content, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.